edition of Twins Talk with Senor Smoke, brought to you by Gordie's BP Auto Repair and Towing 7 days a week on Huff Street in Winona. Juan talks about Minnesota's weekend thumping of the White Sox, Danny Santana's Monster Sunday, new arrival Kennys Vargas, and the acquisition of Tommy Milone at last week's trade deadline. And while El Gasolino offers his thoughts on the Twins, keep an ear out for the Berenguer Word of the Week. Submit that word to SENORSMOKE at hbci.com to be entered into a drawing for a set of 4 tickets behind home plate for the Twins and Royals on August 17th at beautiful Target Field, courtesy of Fox Sports North. In order for you to get the Berenguer Word of the Week, however, we need to speak with the man himself. Juan, how are you this morning, bud?
Hey, good. And it's a wonderful weekend. And see the Twins can put it better number when he gone to another place.
All right. So what did you think of the Twins' impressive weekend series with the rival White Sox? They gave All-Star Southpaw Chris Sale all he could handle on Friday, came away with wins on Saturday and Sunday, absolutely laying the smackdown in the finale with a 16-3 bombing at Comiskey. What did you make of all that this weekend?
Well, it's tough to see it, and I see Kelly pitching some good games, and they coming back and they winnings and really bad 14-2. They see what happened because the other teams and they make a trade and the Twins, I think they know maybe make a running or maybe not, and I think everything is going to be okay.
Yeah, it's always nice to see him play well against the White Sox, and no problem there. And how about Danny Santana yesterday? He goes 5 for 6 with a triple. He had 4 batted in to go along with a pair of runs and stolen bases. Ron Gardenhire says Santana is a nice-looking player and he's fun. It's always comforting to have a player with his versatility and speed, isn't it?
Yeah, the thing is they find some guy in there they can have his speed and then they can switch it, and it's good for him that he goes 6 for 5 and put some number in the board, and then that way he can help the Twins to win the games.
Then how about Kennys Vargas? I mean, we've seen hot starts before. Chris Colabello and Kendrys Morales come to mind. No one has any inkling that Vargas is going to set the league on its year like Jose Abreu has for the White Sox. But he looks like he can hit, and with the few opportunities he's had in the field, it seems Vargas has a hose at first. What were your first impressions of the Twins prospect?
You know, I talked to Tony and Julio yesterday, and he said that he go be looking good, and he swing the bat great, and it's, you know, next year he probably make the teams, and he can play the whole year around and then see what he can do from there. And I think between have a good prospect, and they always looking for see what's happen next year, and also next year it can happen. What are they looking for? And I hope they have find the right two, and they're what they need. But more they need is the pitching. So now having a good player, he can play it and defense and everything. But now we have to find a couple guys, and he can be and help us to win some more games.
Yeah, it's always nice to have an extra bat, no question about that. And that's the Berenguer Word of the Week prospect. Email prospect to SenorSmoke at hbci.com to get your name in the hat for the set of 4 tickets behind the dish for the Twins and the second place Royals at Target Field on August 17th. All right, let's talk about your specialty now, pitching. The Twins had picked up Sam Fold off the scrap heap after Oakland released him earlier this season, then turned around and traded him back to the A's for left-hander Tommy Milone, who's been a good big league pitcher. How impressive was that move by Minnesota general manager Terry Ryan?
You know, that's I think they did a good move, and especially they had to open a spot for Lester, and they wanted him, and the only rumor I hear that he had to go to a free agent after the season. He wanted to go back to Boston because he been playing all his life.
Right.
And I don't know what's going to happen in there, but it's nice like he got it talking at the end of the day. I think Ryan did a good move and looking for more, and it's a lot of pitch that he could be around and after the World Series, and I think that he can go find somebody that to not make a mistake like he did this year that is paying a lot of money, and this guy know I've been doing nothing. And I give him a pitch good game against, and I hope so he can be number 1 for the next year. And I predict that. I think that he can take it over and show that he can do it, and I hope so he can coming back and next year and win 20 games.
Well, that would be definitely nice to see. Finally, I saw a stats Sunday games, pitchers had the most outings with at least 6 innings with no earned runs allowed, and Kyle Gibson was second on that list. It was a list that included Clayton Kershaw and Johnny Cueto. That's pretty good company. The pitcher the Twins had hoped Gibson would be, he seems to be becoming this season, isn't he?
Yeah, he's coming really command and his fastball. Before the first 3 games, I see he throw a lot of breaking ball. Now he's having more confidence in himself, and he throw a lot of fastball and move it out ins and a couple breaking ball and change it. I think that he started getting to the constable in there, and every time he go in there, he showed up, and he throw a lot of innings, and every time they go in there, I saw a couple only 2 out, and he go early. And after that, he's been consistent 6 to 8 innings, and I think that's what they doing. He needed to number 1 guy that can go in there and compete with the number 1 guy in every league, and I think he's the guy to go in there.
Yeah, the Twinkies are only in town for a pair with the Friars Tuesday and Wednesday before heading out to the Bay for a matchup with the A's. You gonna make it out to the yard and meet the newbie Vargas?
Yeah, and I already have a ticket for Tuesday. And see what happened, and also they played really good, and I always enjoy to go in the game and see everybody, and always see Herbie, and and all the other guys in there. It's nice to go see it and see what happened. I hope they have a good trip and hit home before they go hit it out of the road again.
All right, well, have a good time at the yard, and have a good week, and we'll talk to you next Monday, Juan.
Okay, you too, man. Have a nice week, and I'll see you on Monday.
All right, take care.
Okay.
That's all the time we have for this week. Thanks for tuning in, and remember to email the Berenguer Word of the Week prospect to SenorSmoke@hbci.com for your shot at the Twins tickets on August 17th, courtesy the fine folks at Fox Sports North. This has been Twins Talk with Senor Smoke. For Juan Berenguer, I'm Landon Evanson, and we'll catch up with you next Monday.